Providing a voice for the Black community, the Arizona Informant newspaper has been doing just that for the past half century here in the Valley. ABC 15's Mark Thompson sat down with the man keeping the dream alive. And Mark, I had a chance to meet with this gentleman before. He's very involved with the community. This just another extension of that, you know.
Yeah, absolutely, Allison. Good morning to you. And I really enjoyed telling this story. You can see it right here on the header of the newspaper, the Arizona Informant, celebrating 50 years here in the Valley. And for its publisher, Clovis Campbell, it's truly been a labor of love, documenting Arizona history through the eyes of the Black community.
A lot of good memories here, a lot of good memories.
His father, Clovis Campbell Sr., purchased the Arizona Informant newspaper back in 1970 for just $1. The paper at the time, little more than just a name.
They started publishing in 1971. It was just my dad, my uncle, a friend of his named Walter Powell, and a van.
In the beginning, the paper was a platform for Campbell Sr., who served 10 years in the state legislature and was the first Black elected state senator in the history of Arizona.
It was a chance for him to get his bills and issues talked about in the paper, and at the same time record some Black history.
Campbell has fond memories of helping his father and uncle deliver papers in the early days, even the rites of passage that came along with it.
My dad would take me out with him and do paper routes, and so he said, okay, we're going to start at this street today. Get out there. Now, he saw this dog sitting there, and he knew that dog was going to get me. And so he sits in the car and watches me go walk up to the house, take a handful of papers, drop it off, and then I look back and the dog starts coming at me. I threw all the papers up in the air. He's sitting in the car cracking up laughing, and I dived through the window of the car to keep from the dog hitting me. So that was part of our distribution at the time.
As the Black community expanded over the years, outside of just South Phoenix, the paper expanded with it, joining a network of other Black newspapers across the country called the National Newspaper Publishers Association.
From that group, we've learned to do more things with our publication and to be a better publication as well.
The defining moment for the Arizona Informant coming in the mid-'80s as the Black community fought hard to get the state of Arizona to officially recognize the Dr. Martin Luther King Day holiday.
And that was one of the issues that really put us on the map, because our publication and the NNPA publications started the boycott in Arizona back then,
which eventually led to the cancellation of the Super Bowl and the state giving in.
We've done everything we can to be that record keeper for Black history in Arizona.
Over the next few decades, Campbell watched as the newspaper industry as a whole began to implode and the age of social media took over. But instead of fighting it, he says, they pretty much stayed the course. Sure, they have a Facebook page and all, but he says there's just something about ink on paper.
And what we found out is that a lot of people have never seen themselves in print. And so when you do put their picture in the paper, they go crazy. And they come by and pick up 100, 200 copies sometimes.
Resilient, like the nature of its readers, the Arizona Informant continues to thrive.
So 50 years means that we're going to look forward to 50 more years of recording Black history in Arizona.
Yeah, and Campbell, he followed in the footsteps of his father, serving 4 years in the Arizona House. And he and his wife, they also helped run the Black Rodeo, which comes to town. But the paper, that's his passion right now, the Arizona Informant. They have some 15,000 subscribers even to this day. And guys, I don't know, maybe I'm old school, but there's just something about holding a newspaper in your hands. It's just something that's lost nowadays, but really brings back some nostalgia. So I really enjoyed telling this one. Reporting live this morning in Phoenix, Mark Thompson, ABC 15 Arizona. I'll send it back to you.